Only way to return full normalcy, I'm saying it on air. If you watch the system the whole thing is going, the time they arrested Nnamdi Kanu, it was like up and down, up and down. Yeah. The time they arrested Simeon Ekpa, it cut to 50%. The time that Nnamdi Kanu was convicted, it reduced to 10%. That's what we are battling now. Put it on air. If Nnamdi Kanu is there today, if government of Nigeria will kill Nnamdi Kanu, trust me, normalcy will start coming. And that's all what average Igbo man prays for.
This is a blatant lie. That is not what an average Igbo man prays for. An average Igbo man prays that Nigeria as a country will conduct a referendum, do a constitutional review, and allow the Igbo people to go, because enough is enough. If there was no marginalization, if there was no injustice, if there were no, a whole lot of, inequalities and all that, Nnamdi Kanu wouldn't have started his agitation. When you listen to some Igbo people, you keep on wondering. I'm going to play the complete video so you can listen to the kind of, vile statement that is coming out from the mouth of this particular Igbo man. Instead of you to blame the government that has failed to address the core issue of agitation. Agitation happens every single where there is injustice, where there is inequality, where there is no equity, there will be agitation. This is just a simple demand. When Nnamdi Kanu started, he just made simple demands. This man did not ask himself, why is that the entire eastern region, no seaport is working? They've mentioned that the entire seaport is being closer in the eastern region, so that the eastern region will not grow. Why is it that some certain slots in the federal government and all that, an Igbo man cannot occupy the position? Since 1999 now, an Igbo man has not even been the vice president of this particular country. Are we going to talk about the railway system, how the entire status is being marginalized and probably cut short? I'm going to play the video. I just want to ask this man these questions for him to listen to himself. He doesn't want to address the real cause of these issues that he's speaking. On the life mass Nnamdi Kanu, buy him. If you buy him, this is an ideology. You cannot buy an ideology. Even before Nnamdi Kanu, this ideology has started since the days of Ojukwu. So the best thing the government should do is to conduct a referendum, because the Igbo people are tired of Nigeria. They don't want to be part of this particular country. It is no rocket science or anything. Conduct a referendum. Let the people say, it is your fundamental right to say, I want to be part of this country, or I don't want to be part of this particular country. Let us not try to deceive ourselves. Let me play the full video so you can listen to what he said. It's totally embarrassing. Totally embarrassing. Please do well to subscribe to our channel and click on the notification button so you get notified whenever we drop important videos and updates like this. So please do well to subscribe. It will cost you nothing to tap on the subscribe button. Let me play the entire video.
We hear that some people, of course, are making their way back into the community. I really want to know, you being there, experiencing everything, is there any parts the government has played in helping these people, get back to their community?
I spoke to numerous indigents, the people who are still there, right? And the local government chairman, of course. And I was made to understand that, despite the fact that the Imo State government is trying all they can, but I don't think all they are doing now is enough. Why I'm saying this is because you still see that people are visibly still in fear. When I say in fear, their lives are still not safe. They tell you themselves that, forget what you hear them, the government say on camera or on press conferences. We living in this community, we are not safe, not yet. So that tells you, even seeing it firsthand, I can tell you categorically that what I saw, what we saw, myself and the team that went down there, to an extent, it has been curtailed. That I'll give to them. But is it safe yet? Safe enough to live, go back to normalcy, living their normal lives? That is a no.
All right, regarding to that, yes, I concur with her. Let me be sincere with you. That's the last level we want to talk about now. The only way to return full normalcy, I'm saying it on air. If you watch the system the whole thing is going, the time they arrested Nnamdi Kanu, it was like up and down, up and down. Yeah. The time they arrested Simeon Ekpa, it cut to 50%. The time that Nnamdi Kanu was convicted, it reduced to 10%. That's what we are battling now. Put it on air. If Nnamdi Kanu is there today, if government of Nigeria will kill Nnamdi Kanu, trust me, normalcy will start coming. And that's all what average Igbo man prays for. Now again, for you to concur to what you're saying, government cannot do it all. And that's why I'm agitating again. If we know where our problem is coming, we can find the solution. Our problem is simply coming from the brainwash, the hate speech. I want all these organizations in Nigeria that have say, the Catholic bishops, the Pentecostal pastors, the educated ones, let us come on air and educate our people the consequences of what we are doing. That is the only way they will shift. Military are not the Holy Spirit that is everywhere. Right. See, today, bombs still keep people in my community. Have the military not done enough to extradite the mines in the land? They have done a lot, but they plant again. Do you understand? So the only means for us to get this thing done is let every Igbo man know the truth and stand by the truth.
Anyways, I said let me bring this particular video so that people can actually see what's actually going on in the entire Igbo region. That some of the elites are now openly calling for the elimination of Nnamdi Kanu. This is the problem because they don't want to address the core issue that man raised. If we eliminate Nnamdi Kanu today, if the government eliminates him today, of what benefit will it be? Because the ideology is already in the Igbo people. He cannot address issues by using kinetic approach or killing this thing. He can only kill the person, but he cannot kill the idea. This is an ideology. It is an ideology. Until you address the core issues, it will not end. This is the truth. Nobody is supporting violence. Nobody is supporting any form of violence. But a sensible government, what other developed country do, is to call for a roundtable discussion. They'll ask you, what are your grievances? You table them down. Then everybody will now give their input and reach a consensus. This is the only thing that we can ask for. It's not like what he was asking for was so ambiguous or probably out of place or out of order. He was asking for what is due for the Igbo people. But guess what they did? Instead of Buhari's government, the Fulani and the Northerners to address the core issue, they decided to label him a terrorist, label his movement a terrorist movement and all that. Until the Buhari government used kinetic approach to make sure that the entire thing was radicalized, because this whole movement started as a peaceful movement. These were just people protesting and carrying out their activities before the Buhari government decided to use kinetic and forceful approach and the military to radicalize the entire group. And some of these southeastern governors created their own group to a whole lot of things, and some of these politicians in the southeast region started manipulating and probably taking up the opportunity to carry out their political execution and persecution and all that. Instead of this particular man to calm down to understand, look at the real cause of this issue, he went ahead to say, eliminate Nnamdi Kanu. If you eliminate him today, of what benefit will it be to you? Have you killed the ideology? Have you killed the marginalization? Have you stopped the intimidation, the inequality that a northerner will come out and beat his chest and tell you that an Igbo man cannot be the president? Have you solved all this problem? You've not solved it. So killing the messenger will not solve the message, will not solve the problem. It is an idea. It is like a spirit. It moves. Ojukwu started it. After what they did to Ojukwu and all that, did it end? It will not end. Another person will steal. Because people are fed up of the marginalization and injustice. Unless these things are corrected, then of course peace will return, which is basically the truth. Peace automatically returns when there is justice, which is basically the truth. Well, that's all we have for you guys. Do have to subscribe to my channel if you find this video interesting. See you guys later in my next video.